Hi everybody, this is a new video. This lady, she has been trying to blackmail her aunt. She had admitted to this and much more stuff. Please keep going. This is only for entertainment purposes only. Please do not go and send her any hate or any bad comments. And disclaimer, I am Spanish. If I have any mistake in my language, please leave it in the comments. I will be more than glad to improve. The girls could never. So please, keep going because this is gonna be something. Some years ago, you were questioning yourself about what kind of family do you really had. If you were speaking about your parents, well, we would understand. But you were talking about Aunt Tammy. Do not bite the hand that is feeding you. That is a Spanish saying. I don't know that if there is an equivalent in English, but you would never try to bite the hand that is giving you food, that is giving you a roof, that is giving you clean clothes, that is doing every single domestic task for you. Do not, girl. But you kept blaming her for every single shit in your life. Everything is anybody's fault, never yours. Never yours, huh? What about blackmailing her? Huh? Well, what? Or maybe lying, even lying with very petty things, such as the Tupperware thing, bringing your own lunch to work when you were working with Destiny. Whenever I click in my tongue is because you make me mad, girl. Who does that? Remember when she blocked you on Facebook or phone and all that jazz? It was probably when she was blackmailed by her own niece, the one who was saying bullshit behind her back on the internet for years. She's always bad mouth on Tammy. Goodness gracious, Amber. Uh, when will you grow up in a mature, sensible way? When? When? Can you tell the audience? Can you tell us? Can you tell the school? Can you share it with the class? Because we are not seeing it. You keep bad mouthing her even though she tried to be a good person to you. She was trying her hardest because who would want to deal with you? No one. I would go contact zero with you on the first shit that you did to me. If you did to me as many bullshit as you did on Tammy, oh, I would have taken your ass out of my life. No one has to owe you anything. No one has to bend over backwards for you. I hope you understand. You are an adult. You were an adult back then. Maybe a younger one, sure thing, but you knew right from wrong. And you were doing the wrong thing. I do not care. I do not care if you were young, if you were fat. You look you look awful as ever. Anytime I told that in my latest video. You can say that no, she cannot go any lower. Oh yeah, the gravitational pull of that fupa is strong, baby. Strong. I don't know how many physics do we need from university to study yourself. Study not only your psychology but also your physiology. And then you accused her of fat phobia, which is for you, oh, the blank card, the joker card of the deck. No, it's not. Yes, you're fat, but not everything in this world has to be with you being fat. Get over yourself. You say she was bringing up stuff from when you were a teenager and a young adult. Thing is, you are the same way as you were back then. You are saying the same lies. You still yell fat phobia whenever someone calls on your bullshit. That's why you hate Karina so much because she never ever talks about your body. Never. That's why you're so mad with her. And since she doesn't come up, you would love to have her personal data, same the way you did with Jordy and Snowflake, as you said. No, but it was my friend. Something. Yeah, sure. But who asked those friends? Because it was you, according to Alexis. You asked for someone's informations. Personal information. That is a crime. That's a very big, serious crime, girl. So you were saying, no, this is from a lot of years ago. Well, it could be it. It can be. But what about the recent allegations about the feeder? Hmm? Because that is not from very few years. No, that is not from very long ago. It's from last year. You were 33. You are quite a big girl right now. I mean, in your age, you are not a child anymore. You are an adult. What happens when an adult is called out on her garbage and she doesn't want to talk about it? Well, the narc rage meltdown that we saw. How does it feel one week after the other to have this? You look like Spanish politicians. Yes, our government these past few months, each single day and each single week, there was something new. It feels like Amber Reid. Please do not come to Spain and be a politician. We already have too much. Please and thank you. So, whenever I hear about Aunt Tammy in this video, this interview, and others creators' videos and very old footage, you try to make her look like this awful person, but whenever you're trying to make someone look awful, they end up being very sweet. Look at Beck, for example. Look at Beck. We thought, oh no, Beck is just as bad as Amber. But when everything came out, we were so sorry for Beck. And then you say, no, Beck could be a victim. Could? Could? Oh my goodness. Girl, you take footage of every single thing you do on the internet. You do. And once every few weeks, we could see if in that footage that you were mistreating Beck so badly. Who do you think you are, girl? Who do you think you are? And then you start trying to exaggerate things, to move, to make gestures. You look like Peter Pettigrew on that pictures. Please, any Potterhead here? Any Potterhead in the room? Anyone? Please, thank you. You look like Peter Pettigrew in there with the little hands and the little teeth. Girl, when was the last time you washed your teeth? That's when you do not have an argument. You do not. Aunt Tammy said she had like 13 years of text messages and more stuff to prove she was right, to prove how you were treating her. I wonder if she still has the time she tried to blackmail you. No, the opposite. You were trying to blackmail her. Where is? Because if she uploads that, you are doomed too. You are utterly cancelled for quite a few years. What would happen to you if you get cancelled and people stop supporting you and only support the reaction channel so they don't give you any views? What will happen then? Can you tell us, please? Then you are trying to put some kind of timeline. Girl, you know you are not good with timelines. Remember what happened to Rarity? You were caught in less than a day. Girl, stop doing that. At least try to get one speech and stick to it. Because if not, well, what will happen? And those timelines are very easy to debunk because it will only take a few screenshots. You have not yet showed us any screenshots of your bad relationship with Emily. Well, she has, and you have not. So who will people believe? The person who has showed any evidence. It will be that easy. It will be that simple. But you are doing nothing. And if you keep doing nothing, people will believe the ones who are showing any evidence. And again, I repeat, I insist. This lady says she has 13 years of content in her phone with you. Do you know how much are 13 years? Because She would prove you. She would prove to the world that you are the same boo um, right now and back then. You do the same actions, you take the same decisions, and you do the same. Um, she saw you when you said, "Well, I can lose weight now." I can only imagine, I can only fathom the face she would have put in that moment for you. She would have said, "Oh, this is not going good." And probably back then she contacted Emily, and then she was like, "No, blah blah blah," and well, the rest is history, as someone would say. And then she starts with the Wokeli timelines. As always, same shit as always. She said the November 1st is her sober anniversary. I will call it that way because, sorry, that word was a little bit too complicated for me. I am Spanish, as I told you. So please behave. Um, Thing is, oh my goodness, I am making right now this project of clothes for one plushie of mine, and the clothes are way too big. They are way too big. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to take a load in. Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. This is too big. Well, little intermission. Yes, this is what I'm doing while I'm making these videos. I'm making clothes for my plushies or plushies in general. If you want any to see any of my plushies, maybe someday. Maybe someday. Oh my, this is way too big. But I like the design. It's not the idea I had in mind on the first try, but it's looking cute. It's looking great. I like it. I like it. Anyway, she started with the wacky timelines, as always. Same shit as always. Like she always does. Like she always does. What happens? Well, you say, if there is any evidence to prove that, show it. Show it. Because last time with the rarity thing, you were called by Milky Tea or Milky Chai, and you were caught in less than a day. Girl, you were caught in less than one single day. How, how do you think people will believe you from then on? How? No one will. No one will. And if you think people will believe you for who knows what reason, I don't think you will. Because you have to show receipt. You have to show some proof. Because you are not the best at showing timelines and showing schedules. And even though uh, a sober anniversary is not as simple as a holy matrimony. I have one wedding this September, and hell knows I know the groom and the bride took a lot of issues to have a date to get married. It's not trivial, you know. Any day could be your sober anniversary, but not any date can be your wedding day. Okay, unless you plan very far ahead. And who's the problem once again? Not Aunt Tammie's. It was her wedding. It was her big day. You also said you did not give Aunt Tammy bedbugs. You you have a story with bedbugs with Beck and roaches and any other kind of parasite. Are you sure your story is holding water? You said you were neglected as a child in foster care. But you were swimming in pools, you were going to Disneyland, and those things you said, they happen in your own channel with your words from your mouth. So stick to one speech and stay with it. Because if not, people are going to call you on your lies so easily. Okay? Do you get it or not? You're 34, girl. Stop trying to cry right now like you did not do for heredity, but now you're doing when people are calling out on your lies. I don't know how to say it more simple. I don't know. Maybe I like the words here in English. Come on. And then you recognized back then that you did not write to your mother one single time when she was in prison, when she was in jail. Do you know? Do you know how that is? Because I know I was 10 years old when my mom was in prison because of probably not so far from what your mother did. Okay? I was 10 years old. No one wanted to tell me because I was still a kid. It had to be my own mother, the one who told me. And I was grateful I knew the truth. That's why I despise lies so badly. And you only lie, Amberlynn. You only lie. And then about your story with your food stamps, girl, we know your food aggression. We could see the Cocoa Puff incident. You are not giving any food stamps to anybody if you can eat them yourself. Maybe if they were for healthy food, maybe that would bring you to give them. Maybe in exchange to some fast food or something. But we do not think you are like this pious kind of deal who's saying, "Oh yes, I'm going to help my dear aunt." No, you're not. We know you. You are very cheap. You do not treat your mother to any meals when you go out. Like the salmon day, you were like, "Oh, this is not very expensive," but for your mother it was. It was $20 for one meal. um, I don't know how bad is it in your country, but here, $20 for one meal, you're treating yourself quite nicely, okay? But maybe since you do not know how work is, you cannot appreciate such a thing. Because you've been given everything. You've been given the YouTube channel because you are a train wreck. People are here to be entertained, not to care about you. Maybe the craziest of your own babies is, but not the most common people. We do not think you are paying for anybody or being this angel to anybody. Alexis told us you were not paying for anything, not even gas, not even lunch, not even drinks when you were hanging out. You are to be invited like the princess you are. And what else? What else? You were not paying gas for your mother when she took you on a 19-hour trip throughout the country. And America is wide. It's a very wide country. Um, Girl, do you know how many miles that is? Have you ever checked Google Maps and how much the car would need to move you, all your things, your mom, your pets, your clothes, your everything? Because you thought you were going to move with Tommy, but no, you did not. You you were only a toy for Emily, and now you're trying to make this big thing about it, and you're making everyone mad. uh, your aunt is going to come back, and you know it. Your mother is going to have to pick a side, and right now, probably she will pick yours because she feels guilty for your thing, and she will also pick you because you're earning more money. That will be it. And she knows she cannot stay all her life trying to make her sister pay for anything for her. Okay, I made a few changes on this piece of cloth and it's looking better. Still a little bit big on some parts, but it's looking way better. Yeah, well, and also this fabric is a little bit stretchy, so I don't know what I will do with it. But maybe like this. Mm, looks nice, but I have to fix it again. Uh, Thing is, Amber, you are not a victim right now. You're having a very easy life, very easy life. You're living with DoorDash mostly every day. You're living with what? A rent that will be paid by YouTube channel, the super chats. Cause please don't tell me you're losing money because of the not only members live streams. Cause you're going to have way more members, a lot of super chats every single stream. Don't you think? Well, I know you think we are dumb, but girl, we know how to count. We went to school. Some of us got degrees and master's degrees, and I bet some people in the audience have PhDs as well. What did you do? One semester of college? One? Again, you look like a Spanish politician, and that is not a compliment. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry you missed my laugh because I was watching the reaction from Amberlynn to the interview, and she was like, "No, I don't have to deal with you anymore." No, blah blah blah, and I was like, "That's what she said. Your aunt doesn't have to take anything else with you anymore. She must be happy, because." Well, have you seen yourself? No, no, I repeat, you cannot see yourself. But girl, have you seen your decisions lately? And again, if you want to prove something, prove it. Please show us the receipts. We will be more than glad to watch them. See them together and all this jazz. Please, if you have something, show us to the class. Show us. Raise raise your hand, say I have this, show it to the screen, show it to everybody, show it to the people, and then you would say, "Hey, this is what happened." Okay? And Aunt Tammy has the same right to take her own phone, take her own proof, take her own messages, and say, "Hey, this is what happened." And then we will see together as a community, like we always do whenever there's some stuff to analyze here. Whenever your exes came with the receipts, we have seen them. Same we did with this lady, Emily, lately, don't you think? If we did it with her, we can do it with Aunt Tammy. We can do it with you. So show receipts, because you didn't show much. And then she admits to being blackmailing her aunt, trying to save her mother, her poor mother, for being homeless. Your mother was an adult. She knew what she was doing, and you were 22. You were under her roof, and if you didn't like it, you could go away. And if you were knowing this lady was some under DV situation type of deal, you do not try to threaten her with her husband. It's it's like that hypocritical attitude she has always, always, always. I will quote Salah from Foodie Beauty's universe from this. How hypocrisy you are. Um, this part when you were saying you were DV or something, or Emily was DV or something, and you put the phone for DV on your video. I think it was a Blockmas, last Blockmas, and we were like, Amber, do you know what you did to Beck? Do you know what you did to Destiny? Because the Code Red Mountain Dew is still a memory in the community. You did that. You did that, and you were awful to Beck. You There are rumors that you were DVing Beck. No, not only Beck, but also Jade. Jade. And now you threaten your aunt with her DV attitude kind of husband? Again, Amber, what are you doing? What in this world are you doing, pal? You are not doing the right thing. You are not trying to be a hero. And your mother was an adult, and she had the consequences of her actions, and she is still paying for that. She's still paying for that in the shape and form of yourself. A daughter who is like you are. Like you are. And if your mother didn't do anything for you right now, if she wasn't your taxi driver, your Uber driver anywhere in this world, because she did 19 hours for you, heavens, I wouldn't do that for anyone. If you did that, if she didn't do that, I mean, you wouldn't do anything for her. You wouldn't be given 2 cents for her. And we all know it. You only care for people who can do things for you. You told Alexis, the only thing you like from people is what can they do for you. If they can be useful for you. If they can be of any use for you. That is a very MPD coded thing, situation type of deal. Can you check it out, please? Because you were checking the other day in one of your live streams about your MPD, no, your BPD thing, but you look more like an MPD kind of patient. Well, You should check it out, girl, because you are 34 years old. And once again, with your wonky timelines, you said you were talking to Aunt Tammy on February 2024, but when you were going with Emily, it was autumn. It was like October, September. So when was the last time you spoke with your aunt? Can you show receipts, please? Can you show us any proof? No, I don't owe you any proof. Sure. Then we don't owe you any believings, any belief. No, we don't have to believe your words. We don't have to believe your timelines if you yourself prove to us you are not the greatest at keeping timelines. You're not. My goodness. Right now, look at this suit for this plushie. Oh, it looks better now. It looks way cuter. It looks way cuter now, guys. Oh, because I recycle one of my dresses that I don't wear anymore because I don't like it, and I turn it into plushy material, plushy clothes, or embroidery cloth, which I already use for a flower shop in my neighborhood. Anywho, let's keep going, girls and boys. And then she goes, as unhinged as always, as she says, "No, if I wasn't a lazy bitch, you would have been so Jordy. You hear me?" And it's like, yeah, keep telling yourself that, Pookie, because if you try to sue Jordi, you will be sued by Casey. You will be sued by Beck. You will be sued probably by Destiny or Beck or Erica or many others for defamation. Same thing you said. And then you are the one who's trying to make this feeder Emily to look good. But you already said when you were angry at her that you knew in the first day you met her in person that she was a feeder. You knew from the beginning. You knew from the get go. What do you have to say to that? What do you have to say to that? Because I'm very curious. Can you tell us? Will you tell us? Oh, great. Oh, Goddess Amberlynn from Oklahoma, patron of burgers. I don't know, girl. Oh no, of orange chicken and poke bowls. Because yeah, you would marry orange chicken. You said. So I'm gonna patronize you in nomine Pater, Filis, et Spiritus Sancti, um, like that. Please do not take any offense. This is only a parody. I'm just being silly because this lady does not deserve anything else. She only deserves some silliness and some laughs, because if not, the police should get involved from the DV, from the blackmail, for the animal mistreatment, from many other things. Amber, you are the lucky one. People are lazy with you. You are the lucky one. Do not try to mess with people, because someday, as Karina said when you were dealing with Erica, that what did she say? That you would find someone who would take the time and things that they would need to prove their innocence, and you would have to pay a fine to go to some place. Who knows? Who knows? Oh yeah, there I finished. I just got the last thread. I'm going to put the button. And Amber, while I'm talking this stuff about you, I made a whole outfit for this plushie. But Amber, I am not enjoying you, your lies, your wackiness, your everything. This video is taking way too long right now, so I'm gonna cut it around here. But thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and all the mambo jumbo. Love you. I have a tarot deck. If you reach this far, if you want to see me do some tarot readings on this girl, I'm more than ready to do it. I mean, my cards are in Spanish. It's a beginner's deck, but I can do it. Anyway, leave your likes, comments, subscribe, hit the notification bell. This end of summer is going crazy.